Do you like the idea of filling a raised bed like this cheaply and saving yourself money? I know I do. Filling a raised bed like this, a big raised bed, is going to cost quite a lot of money. Seriously, if you look at the volume of this, I mean, I can practically lie down in this raised bed. My bath isn't as big as this raised bed. If you were going to fill this entirely with topsoil, this would cost a lot of money. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can fill a raised bed more cheaply, but also it's not just about saving money, it's actually about promoting soil health, and you're going to get a much better raised bed and quality of growth out of it too. Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt your video, but if you could just hit the like button for me before I carry on and get back in the raised bed button, it makes a huge difference to a small channel like us. Thanks so much in advance. So you can see here that I've actually cut the anti-weed fabric in the base of this beautiful raised bed. I get a lot of questions about this. I've actually overlapped the fabric. You can see here that I've actually overlapped the fabric just to stop the weeds from coming under. And then on the other side, it's going to be a pathway. But I've actually cut this because even though the soil health isn't too good here, it's very heavy clay, you do want the miracle of nature to do its thing. You want the worms to be able to come up through the soil, and they're going to be working on all the material that I'm about to show you. So, how am I going to save you money by filling your raised bed? Well, I'm going to be using a method called Hugelkulture. Did I say that right? Hugelkulture basically involves filling the bottom of the raised bed with organic material. So we're going to start off by putting bigger pieces of wood in the base of the raised bed, followed by smaller pieces, and layering it finally with a layer of cardboard on the top. Let's get on with it. The beautiful thing about Hugelkulture is that you're going to be harvesting the bits of the garden that you're naturally going to be cutting down anyway. So I've just done a bit of an autumnal tidy up, woody bits like this, just in the base of the raised bed. And you'll see that I'm putting the bigger bits of wood at the bottom. Now while I'm doing this, it gives me a chance to explain to you what Hugelkulture actually is. Hugelkulture is a process where you put this organic material at the base of the raised bed, it all rots down, and this is going to be a no-dig bed. So it's going to rot down during the season that's ahead of us. And this process of it rotting down is going to do a great job in actually feeding the bed that's actually above it. And you'll notice as well that none of this has cost me any money. In fact, where we live, the local council has actually started charging for green bin waste collections. So this really is saving you money on multiple fronts. And you'll see here, I'm just filling up the raised bed, trying to get it as level as possible. But this is a really, really quick process. And so far, it's all quite woody, isn't it? It's all quite a decent size. Normally, we put some logs at the bottom as well.
You can see here that I'm just adding more and more layers of organic material. The bigger, woodier layers at the bottom, and then smaller organic layers at the top. And this is literally just leaves, branches, well-rotted grass. And then I'm putting a layer of cardboard on top of that. And this is going to be what I'm actually adding the topsoil onto. You can see there's still a gap at the top of the raised bed, and that's what we're going to be planting into during the first season. This looks so easy when you look at it on time lapse, but this took quite a few hours of transferring some topsoil from a raised bed I just demolished, and it looks really, really good, doesn't it? It's really starting to take shape. And this is how you can fill a raised bed relatively cheaply. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys.